And last, but by no means least, the subject that we have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. You can cut the atmosphere with a knife. The subject of French pension reform. And who better to deal with it than Alistair Barrie, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Alistair.
Cut it. Feel that enthusiasm. How very French of you. Just kind of like... See how we go, Victor. I've never seen a man trying to escape from his own chinos before, so that is hardly French. I like the French. They got Macron in charge at the moment, which sounds like a small cake. That's very cute. Before that, we had Sarkozy, who was the most smuggest man in world politics, wasn't he? Just walking around going, "You see this? This is a supermodel, and I am fucking her." And they've had these big protests going on. They've had the Gilets Jaunes, which is a lot of French people wearing neon, which is unusual because it is really not their colour and they don't feel they look good in it, but actually they have a point to make and they have objected. No one in the world protests like the French. They go on strike like Picasso painted or Maradona played football. I was in Paris a little while ago. I saw these guys on strike, right? I don't think even they knew what they were on strike about. But one of them just had a placard, which is the coolest placard I've ever seen. It just said on it, "Pas content du tout." Direct translation, not happy at all. That's genius, isn't it? It's multi-purpose as well, isn't it? What are we striking about this week? Oh, it does not matter. Pierre has the sign. This is true. I don't know if you know this. Genuinely, 10 years ago, the French unemployed went on strike. Love to have been on that march, wouldn't you? That'd be fantastic. Just, what do we want? Well, just a day out, really. When do we want it? Well, the diary is fairly free. When is good for you? But they have, because Macron is not going well. They don't like Macron, but they've always been they've never liked their politicians. They've got a healthy disregard for them. My favourite one of that was a little while ago, about 10 years ago now, in Paris. They had race riots in an arrondissement called Nancy. And they got Clancy, it was, and they got the mayor of one of the arrondissements to go on the news and announce there was a curfew. Right, they brought in a curfew from the Algerian War from 50 years ago. This dude was the Frenchest man you've ever... He was like, literally came in like silver fox, grey hair, just like this. Buttons undone, slightly more than should be. And he just walked up to the microphone, right, on the news this was. He went, "Tonight there will be a curfew." "Tonight it will get dark early." "Tonight you must go home early, maybe watch a little television, maybe cook a little food, maybe go to bed early, maybe make love with your girlfriend." It's on the fucking news. That would never happen in this country. A year later, we had riots in London. Who was our mayor? Boris fucking Johnson. You did not turn on the 9 o'clock news to find that moron standing there, hair like a blonde bird's nest, going, right, Christ, bloody hell. Tonight it's going to get dark early. If I were you, I'd take the missus roughly from behind. She won't see you coming. It'll be just like school. Woof! Hurrah!
Alistair Barrie, ladies and gentlemen, what's it to be, Victor? It's a hit for Alistair.